Hey folks, it's Carl over at Sterling Health and Fitness and who'sahealthy.com. Thanks for tuning in. So we're back in Ramsey, New Jersey today. I'm at Kinetic Physical Therapy, and my special guest again today is Evan Chait, and it's really good to have you join me again.
Thanks, pleasure. Thank you for
Thanks
having
for
me.
taking more time. So we're going to get right down to the meat and potatoes. We're going to be talking about reflexive core instability.
What is that?
What is that?
You tell me.
Well, I can guess, but I want to hear from you. What does it mean?
A lot of people understand reflexive core instability as a muscle or a nerve that's actually shutting off another muscle. Like,
Right.
for example, you could actually have the external obliques that are facilitated, and they might shut off something like the internal obliques or the TVA. Same thing with like the iliac is shutting off another muscle.
Okay.
Right? But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about something called dysbiosis.
All right.
Ooh, what is dysbiosis?
What is
Yeah.
dysbiosis?
Reflexive core instability. We have to go beyond looking at muscles and looking at biomechanical issues that might drive reflexive core instability. So what I mean by reflexive core instability is this. The timing of a muscle is not working appropriately according to its function.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
So we have our deep muscles in our abdominal wall, which everybody knows, typically the TVA and the internal obliques, right? But then we have all the muscles of the pelvic floor, the respiratory muscles. We also have the cranial nerves and a distribution for balance and coordination, along with the cerebellum and the motor control centers in the brain.
Okay.
All right, and we know that pain alters movement patterns
Right.
and motor control.
Mm-hmm.
But so does inflammatory response in the intestines. That's what we're talking about today. Reflexive core instability can be caused by a biomechanical issue, but very commonly a biochemical issue. And I see this all the time in the clinic.
Okay.
So somebody might have, say, inflammation in the bowels, which means that they don't have enough good bacteria to offset the bad bacteria, which is known as dysbiosis, or they have a parasite of some sorts
Okay.
that's causing an inflammatory response in the intestines.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Now, what's interesting is the same nerve roots that innervate the intestines run from T6 down to L1 nerve roots.
Right.
Also, the same nerve roots that innervate the diaphragm and the internal oblique.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You showed me a little bit of this beforehand, but
Yeah.
it's still sinking in because this is pretty heavy. This is really interesting.
Yeah.
So, let's see. How are you going to test for this?
Well, there's different ways to test it. In our clinic, we use something called bioterrain testing.
All right.
And so we actually take somebody's urine and we evaluate their urine, either a 24-hour urine sample, which means it's just the first urine in the morning.
All right.
That's pretty much it. And we take that information, we have specific reagents that we do internally, and we look to see if somebody has detoxification pathway issues like heavy metals,
Okay.
which that's liver function. Liver is also innervated by T789, right?
Okay, all
So
right.
we're talking about the same nerve roots that go to the TVA, transversus
Right.
abdominis, and internal obliques. If you have congested liver, it's going to shut up those muscles as well.
Oh, wow.
And it's also going to make your diaphragm facilitated. So for all your NKTers, NMRs out there, if you have a facilitated diaphragm, it's not always a diaphragm. It could also be a liver that's stagnant
Wow.
or a fatty
Interesting.
liver. Yeah, so we look at that. So we look at detoxification pathways.
Okay.
Mineral deficiency, too, could also shut out the abdominal wall because
All right.
minerals are the precursor to every enzymatic function and nerve energy in the body, nerve impulse.
Right.
So mineral deficiency we check. It could also be blood sugar handling issues. So if the pancreas is working too much and the adrenals are not balancing the blood sugar regulation in the body, then you can actually have an inflammatory response,
Okay.
shutting off the abdominal wall.
Wow.
So there's a bunch of different factors we look into.
So you get all this through the bioterrain testing.
Everything through
You get the
bioterrain testing.
information, then you
And
know what to do. From
we-
there, you know what to do for. I'm guessing you're doing some nutrition counseling.
It'd be
then.
nutritional. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be specific nutrition that's specific to what you need.
To
So we
that
take
person.
all the guesswork out of the equation.
Yeah.
So we have a saying around here, we don't guess, we assess.
Right.
Right.
I like that too. I like that a lot.
And what's cool is we've had patients that have contacted us from California, we're located in New Jersey, asking for a urine test.
Right.
We just send them a kit.
Uh-huh.
They urinate in the kit. We call it the whiz quiz.
Right.
They send it back. We send back the results, and we have specific recommendations just for them.
You do that analysis right in-house?
In-house.
Right here. How long does that take to get the analysis?
Say you dropped off your urine on a Monday, we can have the results by Friday.
Wow, no kidding.
Yes.
Wow, so then you can go right into an action plan for that person specifically.
That's right.
To advise them on what to eat, what not to eat.
That's right.
Try to balance things out. Are there any other ways that you test for the reflexive core instability?
Definitely. There's a lot of different ways. Like, for example, I did the anti-rotation test, right?
Yeah.
A total integration test that my buddy Dr. Perry actually showed me. Let's have you stand up.
Okay.
Now, you didn't fail this test, right? We found other stuff with you. But this is one test that you could do for your clients. I want you to just match my resistance. Good. Now match my resistance. Good. A little bit inhibited, but I think you're giving it to me, right? I want you not to let me rotate you, okay?
All right.
Don't let me rotate you. Match my resistance. And the first thing he does is hold his breath, right? Now, match my resistance.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah. Now what I want you to do is I want you to exhale, match my resistance and exhale. And that shuts off a little bit. Match my resistance. And that shuts off a little bit. But what's simple and easy to confirm that's a diaphragm, we actually stimulate specific acupuncture points around the diaphragm, which are basically just neurofacilitation points.
Okay.
Match my resistance, exhale. And that locks him in. Match my resistance, locks him in. So for him, what I would start would be with teaching you to breathe differently. Maybe balloon blowing, or teaching you actually how to do a myofascial release to your diaphragm.
Wow.
All right. But say it blew out with both. Then what I would do is, remember the nerve roots that go to the intestines are T6 to L1. Right. So I might stimulate T6 to L1.
Okay.
Arm straight. Inhale, exhale, match my resistance, and it actually made you a little bit stronger. So he might also have, you put your arms down, some digestive issues going on.
Wow.
And there's also something, you go online, look up MU points, MU points.
Okay.
MU points.
All right.
It's a way of diagnosing in Chinese medicine specific organ systems that if it's sensitive, that system's not working very well.
Wow, no kidding. That stuff just totally blows me away.
MU points, MU points, MU points.
Last time I was here, my shoulder pain went away in 5 seconds.
Oh, that's cool.
Now I get stronger.
We got lucky.
Yeah, that was real good.
But check out MU points, because this is something, like, you don't always have to do the bioterrain test. However, if you want to get a specific nutritional program, you can. But to know if a digestive issue is involved, look up MU points, palpate, find what's sensitive.
Okay.
Right? If you do visceral work, like massage work, massage the area. Or even if you don't, tap the area. This is the Qigong workshop we're doing tonight. We're going to be teaching a lot about tapping. Right? So just tap the area, bring blood flow, nutrition to the area. Then retest and see what happens.
Man, that's incredible.
Yeah, simple, easy.
Wow. Yeah. So let's recap here real quick. The core, reflexive core instability. Instability. And you test for that a number of different ways. Bioterrain testing is one. People can get those kits from you, which are your... contact info here is
201-327-1990. 201-327-1990. I'm sure that you'll have it.
Yeah, I'll have that on the screen along the website. And wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, anything more that you want to share with them before we sign off? Any kind of a takeaway message or anything?
No, just keep growing, keep learning, and have fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's it.
Well, cool. All right, well, be sure to check out their website. The link is on the screen. Also, check out who'n'sahealthy.com. We have other interviews on there. Another interview we did together here recently. And thanks for tuning in, folks. And thank you, Evan.
Tthink you.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you, audience. Appreciate
All right,
it.
have a good one. Take care, folks.
All right, God bless.